been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Watson on first down. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
He'll take over.
Well, we knew this game had the potential to have quite a few twists and turns, but maybe not on the very first play of the game.
And not only did they end up with an interception, they got an actual bonus, too. A nice return ends up setting them up first and goal. What a change and what a twist.
From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the whip. Hey, pick the line. Hey, pick the line. Mustang 19.
From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A 2-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down.
First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Watson looks to throw again, and he's got this down to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Check pass, check pass. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
Kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd down at 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. These two teams all tied after 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball? And in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in in from 2 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just said.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception here, Rivers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll move the chains. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 44, Watson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 44 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
180! 180!
On 1st down, Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Taylor. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. the gun, Rivers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 9, Rivers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Johnson on the counter. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
53, check 53. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Shoot. Check 31. Check 99. Check 19. Check 19. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Check. Watch the end.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They run with the fullback Nix, and he'll be taken down at the 34.
Fullback.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and does a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A gain of 5. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
39-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run. It's Johnson. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
38-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Today's final score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be